Good morning and welcome along to the Mama Breakfast Show. This morning we're joined by Nalini Tranquim and we're going to talk about her new album Today, Tomorrow. Good morning, Nalini.
Good morning, Barry.
Now just tell us a bit of the backstory about yourself. You've shifted to Geraldton about 6 years ago.
That's correct. Was born in India.
Yep.
Lived in Africa for a few years, then moved to the UK, which was home to me really because my mum's English, my dad's Indian. Got married in England, have two beautiful boys, and yep, like you said, we moved to Australia 6 years ago.
And that journey that you've had so far would also give you a lot of material and a lot of background for writing songs and telling stories, wouldn't it?
Absolutely. And this album in particular has been a journey for our family. Several of the songs were written a few years back. However, the message in the songs have been poignant for us as a family over the last few months because my youngest son has been diagnosed with a very rare blood disorder. And it's been amazing how we've been able to just grab hold of hope through the message within these songs.
And is that where you draw your inspiration from at times, those immediate personal stories, or do you look at other situations? And
very much so personal stories, but also stories of friends and others around me. You know, I've had a few friends recently who have actually been at suicidal point, and just hearing their stories and hearing how they're coming through that has inspired me to write. Because
that is a difficult area to work in and to write in, but it's sometimes there once again. It's getting that message of hope, isn't it?
Very much so, and I think that's just it. You know, when people get to that stage in their life where whatever it is that they're facing overwhelms them, and it's too much for them to handle. For some people, that's the only solution, you know. And I think that's the beauty of music, is the music has got the power to speak directly into your soul. And the message that I'm bringing here is the hope of Jesus Christ.
And Nalini, the album that you've just produced, which is Today, Tomorrow, and it's got a number of tracks on there, and the first single that you've released is a song called Resonating. What's the story behind Resonating?
Again, it's the message of hope, that no matter what you face, no matter what comes, you just keep on singing. You get those dancing shoes on and you just keep on singing. You don't give up. You just don't give up.
And that's an important message, isn't it? Because
absolutely.
Life's hard for everybody, but you've just got to take that next step.
It is, and it's a song that's very upbeat, and it kind of gets you on your feet, you know? I think it's very difficult to listen to this track sitting down. So if you're in your car, you're going to have to park up, and you're going to have to get out of your car, and you're just going to have to dance on the roadside.
It's what I call an SWT, a steering wheel tapper.
That's it. Yeah. That's it.
And what about some of the other songs? You've got a song there called Daddy. Is that dedicated obviously to your father? Or?
Yes, and I wrote that song actually from the eyes of a little girl. It's a beautiful song. Obviously I am speaking directly to my heavenly Father, but I remember as a little girl, Mum would sew me a new dress and she'd say, okay, go and try it on, and then we want to have a little fashion show in the lounge, and I'd go into my room, I'd get my dress on, and then I'd run into the lounge and I'd do my twirl, but I was actually twirling for my dad. Love my mum, but I was twirling for my dad. And it's really a song about the longing of affirmation from dad, and how important that is for a young girl, for any child growing up, to know that they're loved and approved by dad. That's essential.
Yep. And what are some of the other key songs that are in there?
I think one of my favourite songs is As You Are, because a couple of years ago I was a full-time accountant working in Geraldton, and I looked out of my window while doing somebody's tax return, and I just had this sense inside of me that this is not what I am meant to be doing. I'm meant to be pursuing my music. And I think we've all got an inner dream, but sometimes life has its way of chucking the curveball and then we settle. And I knew I was at a crossroads, and I just had to make that decision. Do I stay where I'm at and be miserable, or do I just take a leap of faith and run with what's passionate within me? And that's where the inspiration came for the track As You Are. Just come as you are.
And you obviously have that passion, because I I can see that in the way that you're talking with me now. What's the journey you see for yourself musically now? Where do you see yourself?
Just got to keep on growing. I listen to the songs now and I go, okay, how am I going to improve on this? How am I going to take it to the next level? So I want to take the writing to another level. I want to gain more inspiration from other artists as well in terms of musical influences. Maybe even go a little bit more theatrical. Some of these tracks are fairly theatrical. But yeah, I know this is worldwide. I know it is in my heart. And I know that the Lord's sending me out from Geraldton, Western Australia, to do it.
And these days with technology and various things, you can take that journey a lot easier too.
Absolutely, absolutely. And collaborating with other artists as well is something that's very big in my heart.
All right, well, thank you for coming in today. And Nalini will go out with the song Resonating.
Beautiful.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.